All right, let's see. Let's get this started here. Drivers only station. All right. We'll give some time for people to get in here and everything. So, honestly don't know if I'm live on TikTok. There we go. I'm live on Kick. Sorry, not TikTok. Twitch. They both start with a T, so it's normal. Let me refresh. Okay, it does say that I'm live here. There we go. All right, all right. I'm very cold down here. Live on Kick, I could see that. Yep. Trying to type it in and I can't. Sorry, give me a second. Let me just put stuff places. Hey Pudgy, how are you doing today? Jonathan, thank you for joining as well. Appreciate you being here. Pudgy on Twitch, thank you for being on Twitch as well. Appreciate it. Let me go back to my Creator Studio and let me edit the stream title. All right, so there are 5 people watching on Kick. There are 3 people watching on TikTok, 2 people on Twitch, and 26 people on YouTube. Thank you guys for watching. Kick notification got me here again. Well, that's fantastic. I'm glad that that's the case. If you guys want to be notified when I upload a video, when I'm going live, all of that stuff. Well, I guess not when I upload a video, but when I go live, at least you'll see. You just go follow me over on Kick. The link is in my my chat. It's pinned to the chat. So good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. What's happening in the crypto market today? We'll definitely dive into what's going on. Maybe some crypto news as well. I think I gotta figure out a whole situation to take a lot of these clips that we have from the live stream and throw it on the reaction channel or something. Good morning, Matt. I'm holding a few thousand Jasmine. Where do you see it at the end of the year? So if we see the start to the bull run, I expect, to see it reach into the multiple cents, right? And would love to see it up at a level of about the 1 billion mark, right? So the levels that it got to of a high, I think it was really just getting started there. So I wanted to see it at multiple cents before we see that takeoff of the entire crypto market in 2024 is what I'm seeing, what I'm reading. So if we are going to see, a little bit of a start to the bull run, I expect Jasmine to reach, at least a 4x from where we are, or sorry, 5x from where we are. And if we're talking about absolutely at the all-time high, would be a 6x up to a 1.2 billion market cap. Um, so I definitely see that coming for this play. Now, also we have the lockup, which I don't know exactly how much is going to be locked up. I have to get more detail, and we probably don't have that detail exactly what the numbers or what the figures are going to be, but it could be at those levels. But we also see less coins, which means we can see a higher price because price multiplied by supply equals what the market cap is. And currently at the supply that we're seeing now, if we get to a $1.2 billion market cap, we would basically be looking at that 6x return. But if we look at a, let's say, $30 billion market cap, we may be looking at a 10, 12x, something like that, right? So, sorry, 30 billion supply is what I was saying, or 20 billion, or whatever it ends up being. I don't know. But either way, we invested at the sort of the lowest supplies that we can get at. So I'm excited for it. How your Elmo bag looking, bro? Yeah, let me go ahead and check. Um, it's not looking as good as it did before at 3 cents. Let me make sure I'm not showing my screen really quick. Um, it's not looking as good as it did before when I was at 3 cents there. Let me see back here. What's going on here? Did they update how MetaMask looks? It looks pretty cool. Um, yeah, it looks pretty cool. Wait a second. So right now it's sitting at about $1,800 worth. I still hold 220,000. That's what it's looking at. It was at about $5,000. I believe a little bit higher than that, like $6,000 at its high. And obviously, I was excited about that, and I'm still excited about where the potential can go, where the potential can be for Elmo. Um, so we'll definitely keep revisiting that as the days go on. I don't think I've made an Elmo video in maybe like a week, so probably right that I make one coming soon. It's just um, like I said, views have been down a little bit, and I want to make sure that we get the more popular topics out there to make sure views are up, and then we can also bring in Elmo and talk about that a little bit more. Hey Matt, good to see you're still championing Jasmine. I have a similar amount in my bag. I'm looking forward to 2024 to see where it goes. So yep, so am I. Do you think Jasmine will do better than Caspa, Matt? So Caspa has been doing great for a while. I haven't checked it out in a while. Wanted to look at it. Do I think it will do better than Caspa? I think right now you're seeing Caspa at a higher level, probably has a little bit more support. Seeing it at a $500 million market cap, you're if you're saying will it do better, you mean in the form of gains, but probably not. Probably not in the form of like you can get 2x, 3x, 4x return because it's already at a higher market cap. So depending what people see in Caspa, which I've heard a lot of great things within it, you could see this push up as well. But I would definitely go for me. I would definitely go for the position that has a lesser market cap and a lot of volume that's going into it, multiple millions, tens of millions that are going into it. And you're seeing Caspa that has tens of millions that are going into it, but with a higher market cap, right? So the volume to market cap ratio for something like Caspa versus something like Jasmine Coin is different, right? You're seeing a 7% volume to market cap ratio versus the 3% that we just saw, or 2% for Caspa. So popularity is probably more in Jasmine's corner as of right now, and yeah, I would say probably Jasmine, but they both will have their successes. Um, Let's see. You kind of look like Matt Damon. Definitely not. Definitely don't look like Matt Damon. I mean, it's all what you see, but I definitely don't see Matt Damon. People have said that I look like what's that guy? He's a basketball player, DeAndre Aiden or something. People have said that, but I don't really see it too much. I guess I see it a little bit, but I don't really see it too much. Um, Random here might help to have a description or a descriptive comment, brother. What's this about? Just crypto in general. I have a title on it. So I don't have a descriptive comment, but I have a title on this. Um, I got 200K Jasmine, hoping to get more, but money is really tight nowadays. I hear you. With how much things cost, it's definitely more on the tighter side. I'm even going through my budgets and seeing what we're spending money on because it's ridiculous. And like gas is expensive, um, water is expensive, food is expensive, and we still have Hayden that's using pull-ups at night so she doesn't pee in her bed. And those are expensive, and it's just we're still going through the whole potty training phase with like what daycare is doing and all that stuff. It's kind of difficult. I hold Jasmine too, but do you think it might go to 0.0009? Some charts are pointing this way when Bitcoin dominance goes up closer to halving. So I think it'll surpass that very quickly because we've seen this up at 0.00. You're saying 3 zeros. So instead of looking at 90% of I guess 10% of a penny, you're saying it's going to look at 9% of a penny. That's what you're saying. Um, I don't see that. I don't see that going down that low. If it found a way to go that low, know that people would buy a hell of a lot of it at those levels. Um, but I know for a fact I'm probably like 99%, 99.9%. There's always a chance anything can happen, but a 99.9% chance that we will not see a third zero there. And again, if we do, that opens the door for me to hold my second goal, which would be 1 million. Um, but right now I'm good unless it finds a way to go down to a lower point of 0.001, 10% of a penny. I'm not making any more moves into it unless I have free cash, right? Because I have referral links that are down below. If you guys want to use those and be a part of it, over on KuCoin and start trading on KuCoin. I'll get referral, some like kickback or whatever, and you'll get a kickback as well. And I use those funds to buy Jasmine coin or buy XRP or something. Thanks for the insight. Much appreciated. No problem. No problem at all. Do you hold SHIB? Yes, I hold 200 and Bruce Willis. I hold 254 million. I did hold a lot more than that, but now I hold 254 million. Could you have a look at Phone Coin? Saying that right? Or Fawn Coin? Please, good utility. Good utility. Honestly, I don't think anything has. There's only probably a couple of cryptocurrencies that have good utility or solid utility, which would be Ethereum, definitely up there. Um, you know, and some of the other top coins. They have um solid utility, right? ADA. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. BNB, CRO, like those have like good utility, solid utility. Still not um, widely used utility because even trading on the DEX on DEXs and using Ethereum as a form of payment is still not you know I wouldn't say it's not widely used, but we're not seeing majority of the money flow through that area. Majority of the money is still flowing through CEXs, and it probably will for a long time. But if we look at this, it's currently at $5,000 market cap. It doesn't really show any type of popularity. This could be something that's in the beginning stages, right? It is down from, I mean, you're looking at this from 2022, and you're seeing this down 92%. And the crazy thing is, all of the supply is not even introduced, meaning that it wasn't something that was just based on dilution. It was something that was based on just loss of popularity. I mean, you're looking at $3,500 worth of volume, which is a 188% increase. This does not look solid at all. And how long it has been here, you're not seeing a ton of markets available. You need to be where the money is. And the crazy thing is, this position is not where the money is. So I would probably not see this as a play at all. $5,000 worth of a market cap, it's kind of lost all momentum that it could have. Maybe you can see something within everything will really run or move in a bull market, and this will not go anywhere. But the point is like, are they ever going to make are they ever going to make any type of move? Sorry. Are they ever going to make any type of moves through different markets, right? Because that's, again, where the money is. You need to go where the money is. So I would say no. It's all about popularity, and you're not seeing that. So I hate to, kind of just maybe rain on your parade if you're invested into the position, but it just doesn't show me that it has popularity, that it has potential, just based off of the few things that I looked at. Kind of hungry. That's true. In crypto, basically, there's no apps. Everything is a framework. Yeah, it's all just basically setting things up for success, setting things up for utility. And when people say, "Hey, this has great utility," great use case behind it, it's a potential use case, right? And it's fantastic to establish that, but it's not great to throw all of your eggs in that basket, because something can be the best use case in the world, make sense to everybody else, but the point is it doesn't have the popularity behind it, right? It has no word of mouth. It has no marketing. It's just like you having amazing food at a restaurant. You have the most fantastic food in your area, and you don't market it. You don't let people know about it, and you only have a couple of people that are buying it and gatekeeping. Their amazing food. So you need to find a way to get that out to people and let people know this is amazing. And when you let people know it, then it will start to spread. But you can't just expect it to spread. That's a lot of what people do. They make a huge mistake there, where they're like, I'm not going to do any marketing. It's all word of mouth. No, you have to do some marketing. Eventually, it gets to a point where it spreads itself. But you need to make sure you do some sort of marketing, whatever business you're in. So for um, cryptocurrency positions, it's all about popularity, because Pepe has no use case at all, but got up to a $1.6 billion market cap. Dogecoin has no use case at all, but you're looking at you saw it close to a $100 billion market cap. Same thing with Shiba Inu. No use case at all. You're looking at about a 40, $50 billion market cap. So it's not really about what the use case is. It's about establishing a use case, understanding that that may be some form of popularity, but you still need to gain popularity just from the position itself. That makes sense? Elmo, baby. Yep. Um, that's natural, since this is the beginning of crypto. To make dApps, we had to make the infrastructure properly first. Um, it's still in development in that way. I would agree. Phone is dead. It does look like that's not really a good position. I wouldn't say it's completely dead, because people are investing money into it, which means that if you're seeing a $5,000 market cap, it doesn't, I'm not going to tell you that you should buy into that position. I'm not going to tell you that. But if you see a $5,000 market cap, and this can somehow get back to $1 million market cap, you realize that you're making a lot of money from that point. Just to let you know, I'm not saying that it will get back to that point. I'm not saying that it will absolutely thrive. But if you find a play that's like that, to where you're seeing $5,000 and you're seeing some potential in it, it's like starting new. It's like getting a fresh start. So if you can find not only the ability to put a strength on the use case, but also launch on other exchanges, you could see that go from a $5,000 market cap to a $5 million market cap. And if that happens, you're making a hell of a lot of money, or at least a higher percentage. So you always want to look at things differently. Even though it looks dead right now, it may not be dead. But I'm not saying that you should invest into the position. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying always look deeper than what's at the surface level. Um, and maybe you'll find an opportunity, and it might be something that nobody else sees, right? Um, so don't look at everything as a failure. When is Lunatic to 10% of a penny? Hopefully soon. Hopefully very, very soon, as we see more of the bull market start to happen. I'm still holding on to $5,000 worth of Terra Luna Classic. So it's not something that I'm giving up on at all. It's like one of my heaviest positions that I have not invested into, because I only invested $43, but the heaviest positions that I have right now, one of them. Thank you for the $2 super chat, XXI Gaming. Um, can you give your thoughts on Havoc? All right, yeah, I'll give my thoughts on this position. So currently we're looking at about a 27% increase over the day, with about a $1 million market cap. Seeing the overall volume at 32,000 is not really the best thing that I want to see, because I mean, you're seeing a small amount of volume into a position. You want to see more and more volume into it, because again, popularity is definitely essential. If you look at the volume to market cap ratio, you're looking at about 3%, which is not horrible, but it's not the best, or it's not good, especially for a lower market cap like this. You expect to see it somewhere around 20%, 30%, maybe even 50 or 100%. That's what you expect it to see, or you expect it to look like. If you look at the entire supply, you're seeing a self-reported 100% of the supply that is out there, which is 100 billion coins. That's a lot of coins there. Let's look at all history on that. So we have seen this on the 27th of June, up at a higher price point. It was up at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros, 9, 7. It was a little bit higher price point. Did end up decreasing down. It's kind of looking like it's going to create a double top scenario. And if it does, then you might end up seeing something that pulls back a little bit more, even though you're already seeing it out here with really $1 million $1 million market cap. If we look at I guess they're not really going to show us the market cap there. Let's look at the holders, see how many holders are in here. So 617 holders. You would like to see a little bit more, but it seems like it is pretty new. Let's scroll down here. 11% for Uniswap. You are seeing some open wallets that hold 2%. And that's huge. The first 21 wallets really hold over 1%. That's not great. That means you're going to have a lot of whales that can essentially really ruin this for a ton of people. And if they decide, hey, you know what, this is worth $1 million, they're going to take their position and they're going to run with it, right? They're going to run with that money, and then they're going to decrease the price, because it is going to be affected by a person that holds 1% with only 617 holders. So that's something you want to be very weary of. Again, this is something that's pretty new. So you have, the ability to launch on other markets. You would expect to maybe launch on one market during the beginning stages of it. But you're really only on Uniswap, and it's been about a month. So I don't know the detail as to if they're going to try and launch on other markets, or if they're in talks to launch on other markets, but that could be something that increases volume. But you can see that volume has decreased a hell of a lot on Uniswap itself. So you need to get more money to where the money actually is, which is on the CEX side of things. So I don't know what their full breakdown is, if they have any type of tax associated with this position, but multi-sig trading made easy. Upgrade your trading habits. Let's look at light paper. Just trying to see if they have any type of breakdown. I don't want to go through everything here. I really don't. I don't really have much. Trying to see if they have any type of auto sell. The additional features. Those are additional features. It's an anti rug. So yeah, I would definitely say more on the popularity that we need to see. And I always say this, right? If you have no popularity, then you really don't have you're not going to have a ton of gains, right? It's not about the use case. It's about what people see in the position and what people can gain out of the position. If they see gains out of it, they'll invest into it. But I guess most people aren't seeing that because you don't really have it on majority of markets. um, would 11 million SHIB give me a nice payday? Well, things have changed. Obviously, they've changed over, the last few years or couple of years. Seeing Shiba Inu at having so much potential before they really launch all this stuff, and how Shiba Inu is supposed to have a massive effect. Well, we're not seeing that because they didn't really include Shiba Inu in anything that they built. We included things in Shiba Inu. We included Shiba Inu in things that we've built, but we didn't get the support from that team that was really leading kind of everything. So it's kind of dialed down exactly what we can see when it comes to burns and what levels it can get to. Obviously, if it gets to $1, that's $11 million, and if it gets to 1 penny, you're looking at 111,000, $111,000, right? Or $110,000. So it still does depend on those burns whether we are going to see some of these levels hit. But now we're starting to look at 10x's and 20x's rather than 1000x's and 10,000x's. Now I want to see those goals hit, some of those levels hit, but it's not guaranteed that that's going to happen, and the probability has been decreasing as the time has been going on. Now I still think we're going to see some major popularity and some major pushes for Shiba Inu, but I don't understand it. I don't think we're going to see the level of burns, and I hope that I'm wrong. I hope Shibarium burns a hell of a lot, and I hope a lot of other projects get built and burn a hell of a lot as well. But right now it's not looking that like we're really pushing for this to get to $1. It still has a possibility, a possible chance, but it's like it's slimmer and slimmer, right? That's the way that I would classify it. I'm still at less than half my Elmo goal. What is your Elmo goal? What is your Elmo ERC goal? um, volume going up. If people had integrity, we could loan to each other, and all of us would thrive. We could really buck the system. Yeah, you could. We could. Honestly, I think there's too much money that they have right now, but we could do it one position at a time. The issue, like you've seen with things like AMC, with GME, with heavily shorted positions, it's about how much we can man together and kind of fight that system, right? If we all come together and we have billions of dollars, we matched their billions of dollars that they have for their firms, and that's where it gets difficult, where it really is a battle. Now if we start to fold, then they start to win in the situation, and you've seen that with a lot of positions. um, but the same thing goes for cryptocurrency, right? They have a lot of money that they're willing to put into it, maybe to kind of short cryptocurrency, or to just add to their position so that they can win in the end. Um, we could mess up the system, but it's a difficult road to get there, and it, it may it may be years before we end up seeing any type of positivity out of it, because they will just double down and triple down and quadruple down until we give up, right? Time is not a good thing for the masses. Time is a good thing for one firm that understands that they can wait as long as possible. But when you have multiple people with multiple emotions, that basically say, "Hey, you know what? I'm seeing my position decrease. I'm getting out of it." Right? If you have all of those people that are feeling that way, they're folding. Right? They're showing their hand, and then you have the hedge funds, or big money that's or smart money that's really investing in one area and sticking to one area. They understand that time is not good for us, but time is good for them. I'd love to have 2 million Elmo ERC. That would be phenomenal, because if you have 2 million, I think you would be looking at uh, a little bit less than that 1% mark. But as it starts to decrease that supply, you get closer and closer to 1%. I would love to have, a million Elmo ERC. And that was my goal. I wanted to get that from them. But, that's really my goal, is to get up to that level. And as time goes on, I will find a way to get to that level. I think right now is a great price where Elmo ERC is, right? Below that 1 penny mark. Seeing Elmo's ERC that's actually increasing on the day, it's up about 16%. It was at like 0.007 or 70% of a penny or something like that. And now we're looking at 97% of a penny, seeing about $1 million in volume and a $3.1 million market cap. Um, and so, yeah, I'm definitely looking to hold a lot more Elmo ERC because of what they are doing. I mean, you look at the markets, and you have, one, two, three, you have six different markets that you can be a part of, and you're looking at 25%. This is what I'm talking about. When you have a position that's sitting in the, you know, maybe tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, or millions, like single digit millions of dollars of market cap, it makes sense to see things like this: 25% volume to market cap ratio, because you're looking at a lot of volume that's happening compared to what you're seeing with the market cap. And that's what you should typically see in these positions to see popularity. So I know that Elmo has popularity. It can build a lot more popularity as it sees more and more exchanges, as you start to see more bullish momentum that's happening as well. So overall, I'm excited for what Elmo ERC can do. And let's see how many holders that are in here. We have 3,000, about 3,400 holders. I know what they have done is they've airdropped holders, about 1,000, holders. And, what people will see is typically they'll take the money and they'll sell it, right? Because they feel as though they're getting something free. They want to be able to capture that and put it wherever they want to put it. And it's understandable, right? It's free money. You can do whatever you want with that money. It is yours. But some people may see the opportunity. So you'll see maybe 60%, 50% that see the opportunity. But the other 50% might end up pulling out of the position. I believe you had like 3,600 holders, and you saw a loss of like 200 holders because of that. Um, but either way, I mean, there's again just so much potential with Elmo ERC and everything that they are doing as a hyper deflationary project. So, again, very excited for what they could do here. And again, I have about 220,000, seeing it at about 1 cent. If I wanted to buy more, I should probably look into doing that, and holding more. I would love to hold again, um 1 million. But if you're less than half of the way there, you, I guess, are at 750K. You hold more Elmo ERC than I do. um hey, Matt, can you check out Starship BSC? Market cap is at 50K. Yeah, I'll have to take a look. Give me 1 second. Let me just go through a couple of things. I have 1,000 or I have 1.5 million already. My goal is 2 million. Jeez. Um, People have more than I have. I'm over here with 200. I guess you guys aren't really whales, but you're holding quite a bit. It's called the big squeeze when big businesses make small retail buyers fold. It's not a good situation. Now that would never happen because people are too selfish. They will not give a person $1 when he's down and out. Everyone is not a scammer. Everyone is to help a disabled vet out. Is anyone staking with Elmo ERC? I asked DJ Trev about it, and he said that round two hasn't yet, but said that 40.4 million Elmo is staked. When does round two staking start then? I have no idea. I have no idea. Do you think Jasmine can hit $2? I think it can. The issue that you're dealing with is starting to see whether this is going to really push up to $100 billion market cap, because a $50 billion market cap will get you to $1, which I think it can definitely find a way to get to, or at least fight to. Um, the issue that you're dealing with is that's billions of dollars. And I started to kind of humble myself with a lot of these positions and say whether they do have the popularity to get to, multiple billions of dollars, right? You look at Shiba Inu with 1.3 million holders, and that barely got to $50 billion market cap. So, and the crazy thing is, I would probably put Jasmine on a higher use case, and a way higher use case than what you would see with Shiba Inu. But I would put it at less popularity than what you have with Shiba Inu. And I think popularity is where you see all of these levels get hit, right? Where you see things like Dogecoin get up to $100 billion. It's not about utility. So I think it can happen. I'm not just banking on that to happen. Obviously, I'm trying to hold a decent amount to see it hit up at a level of 25 cents, 50 cents, maybe even $1 as well. But we will baby step our way to that point. And I think right now, I'm just looking to hold as, I wouldn't say as much as possible. I'm looking to hold this 500,000 Jasmine coin, and just be very, very excited about what this can be, right? The potential. After you see Elmo website launch, then you will see round two staking. Elmo joined with Ivan Pay. Hopefully, I'm saying Ivan Pay, a crypto payment system for retail, e-commerce, and uh, vending machines. What do you think about this move? I mean, it's a move nonetheless. I'm not going to say it's um, bad at all. I mean, obviously, that's good news. Any type of crypto payment system, or being able to use a cryptocurrency as a form of payment, is definitely more of a solid. Can you make an exit plan on your 500,000 Jasmine coin? Yeah, I can do that. I have to move I have to move some Jasmine coin from KuCoin over to Coinbase, because I have about 30,000 that's over there as well that I need to move, and I'll have basically closer to 600,000 rather than closer to 500,000. But still, um, yeah, I'll make a um, Jasmine coin exit plan. Let me see what people are saying on TikTok or Kick. Um, so first Kick. What's up? How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. Personally, I'm looking towards things like the lower price. A lower price can get a higher, right? The higher the amount I can get in my wallet, and after 2, 5, or 10 years of dollar cost averaging, you make a pretty good amount. Do you see projects the same way, or do you think I should get out and come back when positive momentum comes back? No. So I see projects pretty much the same way. I'm looking for a position to get in to hold a hell of a lot at some of these lows. This is the way you should be looking at it, especially if you're doing more long-term investing or even swing trading. You should be looking at it at the lowest point that you could possibly find it, and then when you can then when you look for a lot of these plays that have a ton of potential, they're worth less right now, but they may be worth a hell of a lot more. And where some of the top cryptocurrencies are worth right now, let's say a $10 billion market cap. If you look for the next thing to become a $10 billion market cap, right now you're looking in the single digits, tens of millions, maybe even getting to 100 million, right? And you'll see a 10x or 100x from 100 million up to $10 billion market cap. If you're looking for those plays, you'll find those, but you have to make sure that you're looking for the right stuff. And I always like to find those so that I can invest in so much more. And then when it becomes a $10 billion market cap, it's not in the top 10 or maybe even the top 100, but it is still something that I've gained a ton of money out of. So it's a great strategy. It's not something that I would frown upon at all. Thank you for following Yoski. Thank you for following Crypto Gambit. I appreciate it. I got approximately 104 million Lunic. I would cry if it reaches a penny. Well, when it reaches a penny, you're gonna have over $1 million, right? So I would definitely tell you to find places to take profit before it reaches a penny or before it gets close to those levels. Because again, a penny is a $58 billion market cap. Lunic has the popularity. It just needs the bull run to happen. And that's why, I'm consistently holding on to my Lunic because I understand what that can be. Even if it's just a 500,000 price, 500,000 balance. It could be 300,000 balance. I don't care. The point is that you're gaining so much out of it, and especially what I originally bought, right? If I bought $43 worth and turned it into so much more, I'm excited for everybody else to see any type of gains in these bull runs. We're in the start to a bull run as well as the middle of the bull run and the end of the bull run. I'm excited to see what you guys gain. Not only what I gain, and I hope that, this bull run freaking comes soon and we see more activity on YouTube, because I don't want to keep pulling from my investments here, my short-term investments, because I feel like those are um, the plays where you're going to see the most gains versus the all of the long-term investments that I have. Um, so I really hope that sticks and we see so much more green in the markets, because we see more green, then we see more views that are happening on YouTube, on Twitch, on TikTok, on Kick, or all those places. So you're like big on TikTok. No, I'm not. I'm not big on TikTok. I'm like, I think I have like 38,000 followers. I'm not big on TikTok at all. 38,000 TikTok followers. No offense to anybody that's following on TikTok, and that I appreciate all of the followers. But 38,000 TikTok followers is like having 5,000 followers on YouTube. Um, that's the type of, you're not going to see any viewership based on those followers. Followers really don't matter, even though I still like to see that people follow and people maybe get notifications, but they're starting to matter a little bit more because they added like the friends area. So if you follow somebody or people you follow, you can look at all of those rather than looking at the complete For You page. So that's definitely a change up. A majority of people are looking at the For You page. So I'm not huge on TikTok, but I'm doing okay. Great, cause I'm on the way to a million, Jasmine. Yeah, I feel like I'm on that road as well. I'm like, yeah, well, you know what? I can hold a million, Jasmine, and maybe I'll hold a million, Jasmine, tomorrow. But I would love to just see things thrive in that position. Not only because I'm holding it, um, just because I'm holding it. No, just because there's a lot of people that I see that are definitely heavily invested into it. Um, Elmo website will include a live burning ticker. Well, I know right now they have some sort of burning update, but they update it like manually. So help me out. I watched the um uh don't forget to hit the like button. Yeah, we have 88 people here and we have 50 likes. If you guys can hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. I would appreciate it more than you know. USTC repeg incoming. Incremental repeg probably. I would love to see. Honestly, we don't know exactly where the full path is going to go, right? I would love to see burning become a bigger thing, but we still have a lot of people that are like, no, burning is not where it's at. I don't believe that that's the case and all that, right? You still have those people that definitely push back on it. Validators as well that push back on it, right? Um, but for the USTC repeg, there's definitely some support for it, but there's also support for um, just a. I lost my train of thought. I was looking at something and I lost my train of thought. So they have the USTC repeg, but there's also support for creating a brand new cryptocurrency, but a brand new stable coin rather than repegging USTC, which would suck because obviously I hold USTC as well, just for that eventual repeg or push for that repeg. I hate when I lose my train of thought. If you're like this in your normal life, also, then you are a gem of a person. That is hard to find these days. Uh, they don't think I'm like you anymore. So they're well behaved. If you're, are you talking about me? Yeah, I'm this way. I'm this way in real life. I mean, I make a lot of jokes, but yeah, I'm definitely this way in real life. I care about everybody. Like I care about the regular person. I care about um, family members. I want to help out people. I love to help people. The issue is that I just physically can't help everybody. It's so difficult to do that, especially in today's world where everything costs an arm and a leg to do anything. Um, but yeah, I mean that's how I roll. So yeah, just like this, I'm like this in real life. I don't put up a some sort of um, front for YouTube or anything. I'm just like this. um, we're almost at 100 viewers. We have 52 likes on the video. If you guys can hit that like button, blue collar crypto edu. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. Good morning to you as well. Um, yeah, Matt, check out Pepe 1.5. Community launched it yesterday. It's ridiculous how many Pepe things that are out there. I'm not saying that you can't make money from some of these plays, and it's always great to find um, the ability to make any type of money, find that um, the level to buy in at a low and just sell at a higher point. I mean, it's as simple as that. But I have to step away from some of these Pepes. Have you seen Coinbase stock has risen from $47 to 81 thanks to the Bitcoin ETF proposal and BlackRock partnership? I have seen that. I've been watching the stock market a lot more. If you guys want updates on the stock market, go on my NFA channel. And I've been talking about AMC. I've been talking about Meta. I've been talking about, well, I'm going to be talking about Meta. I've been talking about ZOM and, a lot of other plays. And I want to continue to give you guys updates on stocks and where my head is on the AMC squeeze and, stuff that's happening there. So if you want updates on that, I will do that over on my NFA channel. So just type in, not financial advice investing or NFA investing, and you'll come up with my channel. So yeah. Let me see if I can bring this up. Yeah, so if you go over to my channel or click on my name on YouTube, you're gonna go over here. You're gonna see channels, right? And you're gonna see these 4 channels. If you want to subscribe to any of them, feel free to subscribe to them. I mainly upload on these 2. The golf channel pretty much daily, uploading a lot of golf content, shorts videos and stuff like that. If you want to see different content there, feel free to go and check that stuff out. It's always interesting. I love playing the game, so if you want to support it, feel free to support it. I also have larger videos or longer videos where I'm trying to break 90 on the course rather than just the shorts videos. But then if you also check out my NFA channel, I've been doing a little bit more on like AMC, talking about the short squeeze, talking about Tesla, talking about ZOM a little bit, and continuing to give you guys updates on what's happening here. So I will do that. Try and do it consistently every weekday, and give you guys a full update on that. So feel free to go and subscribe. We're at 16,000 subscribers, and see where we go from here. Why has XRP become why has XRP become a stable coin? Why has it become a stable coin? It hasn't become a stable coin. It's been sort of stable in the price, if that's what you're saying. Because it's kind of iffy where people stand, right? Whether we see why was I going to say repeg? Whether we see a win on Ripple's part, right? Whether we see it launch back on Coinbase, relist on Coinbase. There's so many things that factor into whether we'll see bullish momentum, and also just the understanding of it being the potential global, cryptocurrency, global form of payment, global digital asset, for us to use as a form of payment in various countries could be absolutely massive for cryptocurrency as a whole. So the price does barely move. You've seen that it's been sitting at about, let's actually go back here. XRP has been sitting at about 47 cents for a while. If we look at the chart for the last 7 days, we've seen this kind of hover around this level, 46, 47 cents, got up to just about 48, but still was at 47. So we've been seeing it kind of remain a little stable. If we look over the last month, it's more of in a consolidation. Yes, we've seen this up to 52. We've had some spikes, but it's in more of a consolidation. If you look over the last year, we've seen this kind of jump up to different levels, hit a triple top here. Looking at, yeah, about 50, 53 cents before decreasing down, kind of just not knowing exactly what's going to happen with this. And I mean, for me, I'm still, in firm belief that we could see a massive run with XRP, and how much support is in XRP. Absolutely. Um, and the billions of dollars that we see go into this weekly. But yeah, over the last year, it's still up 44%, which is good, but it's not up enough. We want to see it up a hell of a lot more than 44%. Thank you guys for watching. Check out Serenity Shield website, launching soon. Well, hopefully people can find some success with that. Let's go back to YouTube. We have 81 people that are here, 62 likes, guys. Continue to hit that like button. I would love to get to 100 likes. It says here we have over 500 views, so I would love to get to 100 likes. That would be amazing. Your new goal is 1 million, Jasmine. It seems like it. Everyone else here, send any ETH to What? Actually, kind of intrigued by its token launch. Everyone, Matt, Matt, a nice guy unless you are a shib dev. Matt's a nice guy unless you are a shib dev. I'm. Wait, you're saying that's Matt's nice to you unless you're a shib dev. Got you. Got you. Yeah. And it's not a SHIB dev. I would say SHIB ecosystem dev, right? The ecosystem dev. If you are the dev behind Shiba Inu, I'm all for what you are doing. You can continue to do that, make it completely decentralized, and all that other type of stuff, right? You want to know where my head is at on the AMC squeeze? Well, the fact that you have like one AMC share, I know where your head is. I got a lot of disdain for selfish people. Uh, Y'all nerve to expect a blessing from the creator. Um, can say something about Boba? Can I say something about Boba? Isn't that a drink of some sort? Boba Network. Currently sitting at a $23.9 million market cap, up 4.5% on the day. Actually seeing volume up a significant amount, 73%, up to 2.3 million, which is absolutely great to see. You are looking at volume market cap ratio that's pretty solid, 9.6%, almost 10% there. I don't like seeing the supply that low. 34% of the total supply is released to circulation. So I would like to see a lot more of the supply that's out there. So I probably wouldn't make an investment just because of that. Now, if it's something that hasn't heavily diluted in the past and doesn't plan to heavily dilute in the at higher spots, um, then that's an okay situation. So you have to look into it a little bit more. But let's go over the last 7 days. We've seen this, kind of down over the last 7 days. Over the last month, it's been down 3%. Over the last year, it's down 64%, kind of like everything else. In all history, we've seen this down 96% from the starting point, really, in 2021, and how this has dropped. Now, let's take a look at the market cap. Now, the market cap has shown that this actually has diluted a little bit, but still you are seeing a drop in the market cap as well that's consistent with the price. Like, you're not seeing any type of major like peaks after you select market cap there. So that's good to see, meaning that they don't introduce a ton of the supply right away. Meaning that you could possibly see a short-term gain as well, and also see long-term gains without them, completely diluting the position. Um, so yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm fully showing the screen. It looks like I am. But yeah, 34% of the supply does have me a little bit worried there. Let's take a look at the contract a little bit and see the holders. You have 9,519 holders within it. If you look at the actual holders, 32% that's in a vested supply. I don't know why you need that much in there, but you also have 28% that's in a contract address. It doesn't really look like too many red flags here. You do see a couple of wallets over 1%, a couple of open wallets over 2%. But mainly that's all you see. Another open wallet over 4%. Let's see what markets available on. It's available in a lot of markets, 21 total markets. You're seeing KuCoin, Coinbase, so people can buy it on popular exchanges. You would like to see a lot more volume being on some of these platforms, but still seeing $2.2 million in a down market is not bad. Imagine what you would see if you saw Shiba Inu at, $2 billion, and now you're seeing it in the $100 million mark. You can also apply the same percentage there and say that this is going to see, maybe somewhere around 100 million, 30 million, 50 million, something like that, right? So 13%, or sorry, 13 cents, and technically 14 cents is not a bad price. Let's look at the lowest point that it has been for the last year. So if we look at the last year, we've seen this at a low of where we currently are and a high of about 63 cents. So you could see some potential gains within this if you're just looking for gains, not for the ultimate long-term push. So if you see an opportunity in this, feel free to make that leap, but just make sure you look into a little bit more and you ultimately factor in your research in order to pull the trigger on a position like this. So good to buy some Boba now. It looks like it's at as the lowest price or close to the lowest prices that it has been, but it really all depends on some other information that you take in on whether it can gain steam. Um, but it looks like in the last year, in the last 52 weeks, we've seen this at a low of 12, as you can see on the left side of the screen. We see this at a low of 12.6 cents. It's currently at 14 cents. That's closer to the low than it is to the high, right? And that high point, you can definitely see some sort of a gain within it, but um, there may be some other factors that go into why it's so low and why it's staying at these low levels. So maybe it's the supply, but it doesn't look like we're seeing a major push to like the market cap. Like we're not seeing the market cap rise a hell of a lot because they added supply, because they didn't add any supply. But just watch out for that dilution. Why are they letting Lunatics token drift away? They're letting Lunati drift away. And just to give you like my opinion, my perspective on Lunati and everything that is happening there, the reason why they're kind of letting Lunati drift away is because they don't have the money to go through with trying to revive it. And that's what they were trying to do with the whole ETH situation. They were looking to gain something out of it through marketing, through the burn tax, through the overall tax, in order to throw that on launching on exchanges and stuff where the money is. And that was the issue, is that they flopped on that launch, and flopping on that launch 3 times showed that you were not going to see the push in what you really wanted to see, right? um you had a bunch of people that were interested in the ETH side, the ETH launch. You had a lot of money that was flowing into it. I was excited about it. I wanted to see a certain return as well. And as you see those returns, you also see the taxes that they're getting, and they're able to put that in different places. But Lunatics token, um, you know, just started to really fall apart, right? I believe, in my opinion, that they put the money in the wrong spots. As you have marketing money, as you have money that you're gaining literally millions of dollars in the beginning stages and throughout the lifetime of this being a thing, you're gaining millions of dollars, and you're putting it in places to where you believe, hey, we need to create utility, when I'm right here telling you. And maybe since I'm not a developer, since I have no history in building utility for cryptocurrencies, people don't take me seriously saying that volume or popularity is not here, and that you're going to fail if you go this route. um, and I'm not saying that I've always been right or I'm always going to be right, but I definitely know popularity, and you should hear people out. And that's where I kind of drifted away as well, where I'm giving all these suggestions to say, hey, here's how you recover what once was. Here's how we get more volume, and they're not listening to me at all. Um, and I was just like, all right, well, what do I do? Right? I just sit here and support a project that's not gonna listen to anything I have to say. So that's where I started to not really mention it as much. Still, want to believe in the people that are behind it, because they've shown me nothing but transparency. But that transparency went away. It diminished, just like the people that were kind of leading the team. They started to fall off one after another, and pull out. I'm not a person that's going to, do that. I still have my Lunatics token that's in the Binance Smart Chain wallet, and then I also have the amount that's staked. I want to see it recover. I don't want to give up on the project. I didn't pay for any of these coins, so there's no point in me going, hey, I need to take what I'm worth. Now, I did put a lot of effort into creating videos, and I would have liked to be compensated for the videos that I've created. But that goes to show like why I decided to move from doing like, breakdowns. I've never given like financial advice, but why I've refrained from doing these, like, I guess, more sponsored type of things or partnerships, and more into reviews, because I want to give an unbiased opinion. I want to be able to tell you what's good, what's bad, and they need to live with that. And be paid in something other than their token, so I don't affect the price in any way if I decide to take what you gave me for a review. Um, so I don't know. It's something where you're between like a rock and a hard place, right? Where you have people that are a part of like a partnership, or a part of the whole system, a part of the whole thing, and they were paid to be a part of that, marketing wise or whatever, and you want to be able to take whatever was supposed to be paid to you, and it was supposed to, 10x or 20x or 100x in value, and it didn't end up doing that, so they end up taking their value, and that's great for them. I'm just not going to do that because I want to believe in Lunatics token. Um, but I don't know. I don't know where it's going. Why can't we sell Lunati? I don't know that. I haven't even tried. But then you see something like Elmo, right? Where Elmo is doing everything the right way, showing that they're gaining in popularity. You see what Elmo is doing with launching on exchanges. And this is what I meant. This is what I was saying. If you launch on exchanges, you give yourself the opportunity to continue to gain more and more and more volume. And the more money that flows into it, the more that you have to support the project in a larger way. And especially with them, because they had a Lunatics token, if they would have done that, because they had a marketing tax or something that they can use towards improving the project. Elmo ERC just goes directly to burns. So you're still seeing a ton uh, of volume, a ton of dollars that are going through Elmo ERC, and that's what you want to see. The more money that you're seeing go through it, um, the better the overall situation, the higher the popularity, right? So, um, yeah, I'll leave it at that. According to Trev, to to the back of the barn, take it behind the back of the barn and shoot it. Is that what you're saying? Why can't we transfer or sell Lunati? I have no idea why we can't. I haven't even tried to sell it. Um, you might be struggling for liquidity because I don't know if they didn't pull liquidity, did they? I mean, you did see it collapse quite a bit, but I don't think they pulled liquidity. I'm not 100% sure, but if you don't have the ability to access um the trading pairs, then it's not gonna go through. It's gonna be difficult to sell. Um, so hopefully you can get to a point to where Lunati does get fully revived. Um, that's the ballsiest thing I've heard someone say to date about a project that I know they believe in and support. I have respect. So yeah, it's just something that does bother me. Like you feel like people can be transparent, but the issue is that when you run out of money, like you still have to keep that transparency up. And like I've said in a couple of other videos, the core people that are a part of that, um, I will never trust anything that they're doing, um, because it's not only about the fact that you didn't listen to anything that I had to say, and kind of just said, you don't know anything. Um, but it's more than that, right? The fact that you were not transparent with everybody, or even with me, about what's going on, what you're trying to do, because the mindset behind it, from what I understand, was that Lunatics token ETH side was supposed to kind of revive a lot of things that were going on, and kind of put money into the places that I was talking about from the beginning, which is try and launch on some of these exchanges, which cost money to do so. But no, you're throwing money into staking version 2, NFT building, you know, all of these other things that really, I wouldn't say don't matter. I just would say that you can hold off on them until you gain even more popularity. NFT sales, you could have taken a lot of those funds, and throw it directly into launching on exchanges, and you would have more volume today. If there's so much more lunacy that you're going on that you're aware of. Well, probably now, yeah. I'm not saying that I'm not aware of it, but what I'm letting you know is the fact that the when I talk to people about, or when I talk to some of the people that were in the core team about Lunati that can make decisions, and I give a suggestion about something, you know, and you don't go that route, you go a certain route. That's the reason why you failed, right? You can apply it to all these other things and say this is the reason, this a compound of this and this, but it's the reason that the fact that they went where the money wasn't. And if you go where the money is, you'll see success. If you don't go where the money is, then you're not going to see that success. So it's as simple as that. Either you go there or you don't. And I've been trying to tell them that, and they wouldn't listen to me. So I understand that there's way more that's in there, but at the complete core of things, like when you look at everything at the center, it's all because of the fact that they couldn't make enough money. If they made enough money, all of these other problems wouldn't have happened, right? You wouldn't see people that are questioning somebody's leadership or where they're going or what they're doing. Like, you wouldn't see any of these things that are happening if the money was there. But if the money is not there, that's where you see all the problems. And that's where I was telling people, I was like, look, if they can get through a down market, then you really can see that success within the project, and you will see it thrive. But if they can't get through that down market, which they couldn't, then I mean, it's just gonna the whole overall thing is just gonna fail. Matt, I'm also holding Jasmine over 700,000 right now. That's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Uh, what are your thoughts on ETC, on Ethereum? I'm a big fan of Ethereum. I think Ethereum, in my opinion, I know people would hate me for saying this. I think Ethereum is going to take over the crypto market because of its massive use case. Even though you may see, Bitcoin at $120,000, right? I think as you see Bitcoin at $120,000, you're going to see Ethereum at, 10, 20, $30,000 per coin. You may end up seeing it even higher with a burn feature that's within there. Slight burn. Not really massive, but seeing something. 86 cents before you expect it. Where you expect it likely for Jasmine. Rug pulls suck. Rug pulls do suck. But I wouldn't call them. So there's difference between, do I have a Jasmine exit plan? I will build a Jasmine exit plan. I'll upload the video today. I have it in my list. But the crazy thing is, people look at a lot of things and will classify them as rug pulls, when in reality it was just a failed project. Rug pulls are when, people, build a project and they see it build up, and you see 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, 100,000 holders, and they decide to pull liquidity out completely and rug pull everybody, take all of their money. What you see within Terra Luna, or sorry, not Terra Luna Classic, between Lunatics token, is the fact that they've tried to build something successful. They just failed. It's like building a business and you go the wrong route. Like, you're building, let's say you sell pancakes. Let's say you're IHOP. and you change your name to IHOB because now you're going to be International House of Burgers. Um, it really didn't sit well with people, and that's a failure, right? If you continued on that route, your whole business would fail. But they decided to go back, right? Same thing with Lunatics token, right? They, failed in making the right decisions on which ways they wanted to go, where the money was going, and they didn't go the right place. And since they didn't go the right place, they failed. It's a failed project. It's not and it may end up recovering. You never know. But right now, it is a failed project. They just didn't do things the right way. It happens. It does happen. If an exchange do this, everyone will be running. Wait, why not with banks? What are we talking about? Bank of America is accused of double dipping and faking accounts. If an exchange did this, they would be running away. They were running away with it. Why is wait? I can't even see that. Why not banks? So, banks. I guess people have for some reason people have trust in banks, and they understand. People still bank with banks. I still do it because that's the way that do everything digitally right now. Um, so people still bank with banks, understanding that they loan out their money 10 times over, basically. That's just what banks do. And, and it sucks, but people live with it. They're like, oh, well, they're still seeing like record profits, or you're still able to give me my money, or insure my money up to 250,000. Then yeah, I'm going to go with it. Doesn't matter what you do. I'm holding, let's say you hold with Bank of America because of the fact that you're insured up to 250,000 and you have less than 250,000 in there. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter what you do with that. I'm going to be insured by the government for 250,000. Did you know TD Ameritrade closed? Doesn't TD Ameritrade is owned by Charles Schwab. So, if they close, they must have consolidated customers to Charles Schwab, or they actually closed. I haven't read up on any information. So, Matt, I'm sorry about Earl, but he uses your stream to ask for money consistently. No, it's fine. It's fine. I was very, very close to doing the same thing. So if we see that come up again, it he's gone, completely. I don't want to be that type of person. I appreciate you doing that. Because I was at that point I was just ignoring it. Because you don't have to make everyone feel bad about not trusting things that are online. I mean, that's just how the world works. I mean, you can't really trust a lot of things. So I understand what you did. I'm also holding Lunic from last year's drop. I hope things get better for next year. I think it will. I can't get money out to me equals rug pull. Well, plus rug pull, I guess. I understand where you're coming from. If you can't get your money out, well, that's the one thing, is that I think they didn't really announce what they were doing and the lack of support there. I did talk about it before we saw all this happen and say, look, I'm not letting go of my position, but if you guys want to sell your position, then feel free to go ahead and do that, which you would have had success to be able to do. But obviously there was still that thought in the back of your mind, like maybe they can recover, so, but yeah, I see where you're coming from. Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships, Richie. I appreciate that a lot. I'm sure other people will appreciate it as well. Lunati and Shiba ecosystem devs can't handle Matt's truth. That's true. They can't. I've been telling them how to create popularity and how to see more success in not only Lunati, but also all of like Bone, Leash, everything there. If you found a way to implement Shiba Inu in everything, that's what people are looking for. If you found a way to do that, Shiba Inu becomes something bigger. But what they're trying to do is devalue Shiba Inu, dethrone Shiba Inu to make sure Bone becomes that governance token, that position that everybody wants to hold rather than Shiba Inu. But it's never going to be the case, and they want it to happen so bad, but it's not going to happen, right? People are going to hold Shiba Inu more than they hold Bone, right? Whether the price is lower or whatever, and it will always be lower. Um, you're going to have Shiba Inu that's just worth more. Um, ADA 3000 on Lunati. I liked their devs. Oh, why did I say ADA? I thought maybe you're talking to somebody. Um, had high hopes for Lunic benefits. I still have high hopes. Are you talking about Lunati? Um, did you know TD Ameritrade closed? I just got that. Um, go here. Gifted memberships. Thank you for all the gifted memberships. Again, I appreciate that. New member hype. Yep. Richie's Plain Talk. Thank you for doing that. You're welcome, guys. Should have been paying closer attention. Only got into Lunati to help Lunic. Yeah, so did I. I mean, I've gained my fair share of what I've invested in Lunati through Lunic, right? Because they pay out rewards, and as you pay out rewards through what you're collecting in staking, anything that I collected from staking, I collected that and put that directly into Terra Luna Classic, of which the ones that are over in the Binance Smart Chain I just sold because converting it over was ridiculous. So I would just sell them and collect money in return for doing that, because I would collect my rewards basically. So I did collect money from the beginning, where I initially invested into the pre-sale for Lunati to begin with, made money out of that. I invested, like, I can't remember how much it was. It might have been $400, but I made like 2,000 something dollars from it. So I took that money, and that was just gains for Lunati. So everything else that I have here, it just wouldn't even make sense for me to do anything with it at this point. It would be like $100. Now it was worth 5,000, 6,000, $10,000 at one point. But now, obviously, with everything that has happened, it's not worth that. And it could have had so much more potential, but whatever. So if you found a way to take your rewards in and collect your rewards, I guess the ones that you're holding versus the ones that you're staking, if you found a way to collect those rewards, um, you still gain quite a bit. And I don't even know if I have any rewards left over. I might have some rewards on Lunatics website. Give me a second. Lunatics. Website. I wonder how many, because they had 8,000 holders, and I think this is the east side. I don't want the side. I want the Binance Smart Chain side. Yeah, they still have 7,770 addresses that are still holding it. So a lot of people didn't sell the position. They still hold on to it for hopes that it's going to be a lot bigger. And you could see here, like, as you look into it, like, this is something that I didn't like and I always questioned from the beginning, and I wanted a clear answer, where if it got to a point where and I guess they did have a transaction a while ago, if it got to a point where they feel like they needed the tax for something, they would take the Luna T, automatic send to the dead wallet, and it would just be a zeroed out, and it would that money would go to the devs, and they would figure out what they're going to do with it. Now, most of the time they did let this happen to where the burns did go through, but anytime there was popularity, they would add it to liquidity for some reason, when this does create strength as well, and they don't need to just add it to liquidity. But that's the thing that I didn't like, is to be able to adjust the tax in any way. It should be, this is where the tax is going and this is where the tax is staying. So it should have been a clear thing to just automatically do. Um, Anyways, let me go back here to Lunatics website, and let me see if I have anything picking. I think I still had some things built up. Oh, I'm in the Ethereum network. Network. How do you change your network now? Oh, there we go. I know they updated things, so I had to out. So, yeah, it says my Lunati is worth $1,000, but I know that I wouldn't be able to do it. So I do have about 500,000 Lunati, or sorry, Terra Luna Classic that I collected from Lunati over in my MetaMask. But let's see, taking version one. Let's see if I have anything there that can be paid out to me. Probably not. You know what? I guess I can claim 34,000 Luna C or Terra Luna Classic. You claim that. Go ahead and claim it. And I could also pull out. Well, I have to check my Lunatics to see how much I have in rewards there. I have 5.7 million in Lunatics rewards. Whoever holds Luna still, I need them on my what? My corner? And pure loyalties? Wait, why did it not collect all of the Luna C rewards? Whatever. Whatever. But I guess I could just like sell that or put that somewhere else. The Terra Luna Classic, because I don't want to throw it over. I don't want to try and convert it over to my Terra wallet, or maybe I could send it to KuCoin. Maybe, I don't know. Um, preach, preach. Thank you for becoming a member as well. I appreciate it. What exchanges do you use to day trade? I have crypto.com, etc., but spread is too high. I notice when buying certain cryptos on an exchange. So if I were you, if you were looking to day trade, because I don't really day trade crypto that much. I would day trade, stocks, but I don't day trade cryptocurrency. I would probably use Coinbase, and if you're looking to trade a lot, like a ton in a day, I would say, just get Coinbase One to where it's lower fees and or zero fees, and you could trade as much as you want. So that's probably the right way to go. But even if Coinbase Advance is definitely a lower fees, and you're not seeing a crazy spread, you can also set limit orders if you wanted to. So where is the money? Some are suggesting it is not where it should be. Others have said they've left the team because they did not like what was going on. Yeah, well, there's definitely there's always transparency, but then there's always something that I guess team members or whoever is just not willing to be transparent on. So I don't know. Back to work, Elmo family strong. Have a great day. Well, thank you for being here, Frankinator. Is there any upcoming Jasmine news? I've heard something about a Jasmine super wallet. Not that I know of. I'll look into some more stuff, but there hasn't really been too much news about Jasmine lately. I've been trying to just accumulate while we don't have news, because then when we do have news, you're going to see things that kind of blow up. So I would say not at the moment. All ETH Luna T, um, all ETH Luna T being merged to Binance Smart Chain. A snapshot will be taken soon. Just read all. Wait, sorry. Just read all the pinned in Lunatics Telegram. Looks pretty good. Only time will tell. Person waiting on to hear from Timur. Okay. Yeah, I had the same issues. Can't collect. What's your thoughts on Refund? Haven't heard you talk about it yet. Um, was wondering if you're in it. So for some reason that rings a bell. Refund. Which one? Which one is it? Which one is it? First or second? Refund token. We got Refund AI. We got our, both of them are RFD. Is it the first or is it the second one? If I put it here, Refund. First or second? First one. Have you heard of Caspa? I have heard of Caspa. I've looked into Caspa a couple of times. I actually talked about it earlier today. So currently sitting at a $0 market cap. No, it's just like not updating on the circulating supply to say what's out there. That's something that does worry me. I haven't ever looked into this. I don't believe so. But you're seeing about $2.8 million that's going into this, which is down 53%. So you are seeing some popularity. It's just you don't know what the market cap is, nor do you know what the overall supply is. So just assume that all of the supply is out there. And if you do assume that, then you may be looking to invest into it because it's fully diluted. If you look at the market, you have 24 different markets: KuCoin, Gate.io, BitGet, MEXC, LBank, all these other plays. So it does look like something that has some popularity with a lot of exchanges, and that's why you see, $2.8 million that's going through this in volume in a day. If we look at all history to show where this has been, it's been up to about 1%, 1% of a penny. Is that right? Yeah, so 1% of a penny. Um, and we've seen this drop down to a level where it's 0.000007, and that's where it currently stands. Again, I have no idea what's in circulation and what the market cap does look like, so that's something that I'm kind of blind to. But if we look at the holders, 8,461 holders within the position. Um, you are seeing that 30% of it is held by Uniswap. You have 3% and no real red flags as you go along here. No real big holders to really push this a certain way, especially with 8,000 holders. This is what you want to see, right? $2 million, again, down 53%. So before you were looking at over $5 million, almost $6 million, worth of volume in 24 hours. So that's something that you consistently see, which could be a massive impact. Again, I don't know what the market cap is. So I want to know where we stand market cap wise to see what the potential is of that. But we've been sitting at zero, is what you're seeing here. So definitely shows that it has potential to, reach some of these levels. It was creating lower highs here and then creating lower lows and kind of just slowly decreasing down, making me think that dilution was a big factor into it. But again, I don't know. So someone said over here, RFD scammer, your pop bailed out on this scam. So I guess he sold his position, which it doesn't look like it's a scam. It looks like there's still millions of dollars that are flowing into it, and it still has a massive amount of liquidity. It's just, an influencer or YouTuber gave up on the play. Um, Anyone else waiting up all night for Paul to launch his new token? I don't know who that is. Um, Elmo back to 1 cent. It is back to 1 cent now. That's fantastic. I use Dex Tools and blur.eth is accumulating Uniswap V3 fees into a pool to use at his discretion. Concept of the refund name. I think he might buy back into it. I don't know. He did call Pepe at the beginning. just joined. What's up with Jasmine? I bought, so what's up with Jasmine is that I now hold 500,000 Jasmine coins, which I'm excited about. You know, that was my goal to get to. And as we see Jasmine at lower and lower prices or different levels, it makes me think that I should probably set another goal of 1 million. That would be fantastic, which would be $4,000 um, worth of Jasmine coin at the moment. If it does go lower, it may be worth less, but you know, right now it's showing that it would be about $4,000 worth of value. And currently I'm sitting about $2,000. All right, guys, it's about an hour and 30 minutes into it. I think I'm gonna get going. Start recording some other videos, getting my golf channel videos up. If you guys want to go and subscribe to my NFA channel, I'll have some stock related content up, um, and you know, all that stuff. So if you guys want to be a part of that over there, feel free to be a part of it. I think I'll still be. Is there anybody on Kick right now? There's 2 people that are on Kick. Um, so I still want to be live on Kick for maybe until about 10 o'clock, so 15 more minutes. I'll be live on Kick and maybe TikTok for a while to see what people are doing and just go through the markets and maybe go through some updates as well. Still here, Captain Crypto. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. But if you guys want to go and follow me on Kick, the link is in the chat. It's pinned to the top of the chat. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you, if you're already getting notifications or you're already have notifications selected, deselect notifications and reselect notifications on YouTube to get notified when I'm going to stream and when I'm going to upload a video there. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to get out of here. I'll be on Kick, I'll be on Twitch, but I'm going to hop off of YouTube right now. So I will catch you guys in the next video. See ya.